We are back here on Carolina Women with our men on the couch. We have three handsome gentlemen right now, and we're talking about small businesses with Martin Goodman. Good to see you again. And as we were talking in the middle segment, there's so much to really understand, and it's such a rich conversation.
It really is. Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of turn it over to you because you've got some really in-depth perceptions and questions.
So we talked a little bit about when Martin first came to town and how we met. And Martin also, while we were talking about our business, Martin and his wife also opened up some businesses in Beaufort that were very, very popular businesses. And tell us a little bit about those.
Okay, well, we, my wife and I had always talked about possibly owning a restaurant, and for some unknown reason.
I hear you.
But one came available on Ladies Island, and so we negotiated and were able to buy that restaurant. And it was my wife and daughter. My daughter had experience in the restaurant business. She was managing a restaurant in Columbia, and she came down. And I was basically the free help. I came in, I continued to work at the FWDG, and I worked nights and weekends at the restaurant. And, you know, we opened it up. It was Ollie's Seafood Grill and Bar on Ladies Island. And then we opened another one downtown a couple of years later. We bought an existing restaurant there. And then we had one briefly in Walterboro. So we had 3 restaurants, and again, they were primarily my wife, Chris, running them, with our daughter Jenny helping, and our son cooked, kinda.
So you practice what you preach with small businesses. And there are a lot of things that you were sharing that Martin does with this project that people don't really know about.
Right. Well, we do an annual planning meeting for our store, and for the past 3 years maybe, Martin has facilitated those meetings for us. So he and I get together in advance. We create an agenda that the managers are going to go over, and then he helps us as we develop plans for the coming year or years. And he keeps us from getting into the woods and weeds. I'm sorry, getting into the weeds. Either one. So it's been a great experience for me, because I know as we sit around, you know, the tables and talk, we can easily get bogged down in one place.
So really, you're the resource and the objectivity for everything. Do you do that? Is that part of the services that you offer?
It is one that we can do for folks, for existing businesses especially, that want to do some strategic planning, looking at growth. And, you know, with Larry's business, it's been very interesting getting to know his staff. And learning kind of where they are, what their thoughts are, because they, you know, you get to know that. And it's, you know, having known Larry for 30 years and watching the business grow from downtown to out here, it's just fascinating to see that
So for
growth.
prospective small business owners, do you actually, would I have a person that is my consultant that sort of is with me throughout the process?
That would be me.
That would be you, okay.
Or if you were on Hilton Head, we have a consultant there in the Hilton Head area. Her name is Pat Cameron. She's been with the program over 25 years, and so we cover both of ends of Beaufort County.
And so again, from a what you're doing with me, you're guiding me through the process, and then
and it's a challenge. I mean, people have to understand that, you know, there's a lot of questions up front. If you think you're going to open up a business, you really need to know what you're doing before you start writing checks to people.
And most people think, number one, there's free money out there that the government's going to write them a check to do this, and that's not the case.
Thanks for asking.
But and there's work involved from their standpoint. They have to do the research, and it's their plan. We don't do anything for them. I will do their business plan, help them with that, help them with projections, financials. But it's data that they produce. I don't produce it. I don't research it for them.
But sometimes we don't know what we don't know.
That's right.
And so
I
what
try to
comes
make
second
sure you know
nature to
that.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that makes so much sense. Well, it
Yeah.
is great to talk with you. Again, I think that we can get you a bunch of business. This is good stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming. Appreciate you as always. And thank all of you for joining us here on Carolina Women. Have a safe and wonderful week. Bye-bye.